Hello, beautiful, amazing, fantastic world. You, wonderful, wonderful sibling of mine. Today, I would like to speak about ridicule and gossip, the puppets of Ahriman. Really think about it for a while. They can't help themselves, can they? That is their defense for not understanding, for not wanting to understand. If they would really want to understand in honesty, sincerity, and goodness, they would literally go study it and find out for themselves. But instead, they go projecting outwards, gossiping about everyone and everything just to get away from themselves, when they have so many flaws that they might want to take care of. So, the values, the 10 Commandments, given directly by the divine. I like to call them, or as Donald Welsh said it, the 10 Commitments, because it has to be in freedom sustained. No, instead, we have ridicule. Haha, look at that. Look at the gossip. Just look at them. Do they feel beautiful? Do they feel like they have some values in their lives? Does it feel like they have anywhere they're going? No, because they seriously do not reflect on themselves. Personally, I just can't take that seriously. I take it sincerely, but I do not become. Why should we really? Look at them. Just look at them. And that is why we should stick to values and morals. In activity. Turning the other cheek. Now and then, of course, it's important to speak about true morals and values. And they are by no means arbitrary. It literally is a reality you sustain. A state of being you sustain. Now, do you do that? If you do, welcome to my fold. Welcome to the heart. To the soul. To the what's important. Not letting oneself be tempted. Because if we retaliate, they have connected. But it is important to be aware of them. And aware of them in a real sense. They don't have a personality of their own. They are speaking the language of the imps, gossip. And they don't even speak truth. They speak half-truths and lies, just to feel good about themselves. Are you one of those that does that? I don't believe you are, if you are listening to me. And if you are just hidden there in the background and probably ridiculing me, or someone else, or someone that wants to sincerely do good in the world. Many of the good people are being suppressed in favor of chaos, rowdiness, drama, pain, and emotional turmoil. But when you are under the jurisdiction of God, Christ, Father, Holy Spirit, you cannot be sustaining that kind of lifestyle, obviously. You're breaking with the 10 Commandments in so many different areas. And also I'm not saying you as in you, because you probably do not, if you are my sibling. But we know who we are talking to here, and they know who they are, obviously. They are affecting the whole world. Everyone he has an influence on all of us. We are a threefold human beings with duality balanced. That means we are the ego in the duality, threefold. And we balance and stay in the middle in the equilibrium. In the equilibrium we stand conscious, we stand stable, and also free within our being. We stand for something that is non-negotiable and non-compromising. But there are only a few things we really do that with. But there are these few things. You need to be flexible enough to be flexible in almost every area of life except for a few places that has to do with morality. That has to do with meeting a human being in the middle. Easier said than done, really. Because have you seen many people hold true values, true active, creative values and morality today? This is the crisis of the demon realm. They are constantly swirling and twirling up chaos just to try to hide their tracks. But we see everything. It's all about standing for something good. Something, well, not judgmental in any way. We're not here to condemn anyone. We're not here to judge anyone. That is God's job. But at least we should stick to the values even though others do not. Don't use that as an excuse. And you know so. You really know so. It really is about holding that value. And sometimes it is hard and it is painful. Because you feel that, well, you have a whole world against you. But these people are dictating what the world tells them and not what their inner heart tells them. You dictate what your heart tells you and follow along on that. Who are they to tell you what to do? Who are you to tell you who to love, what to follow on? Do they have something to show for it? Something good, something constructive and healing? If they do, I might listen. And listen to what they have to say, of course. It is that warmth. And as I said, it is by no means that we should not hate them either. We send them love. We send them prayers of love because we know where they are. We know who they are. We know what they are. In human clothings. But they cannot say to themselves in honesty, I am a human being. They are either subhuman or superhuman. But if you are a human being, you have heart, and you have clarity, you have morals, and you have empathy and compassion for other human beings. And also for the adversaries. And we have to acknowledge the adversaries. We need to stop blindsiding them. And when you blindside, they can invade. By having them constantly in the daylight, they back up by themselves. They cannot act. You see? Do you have morals? Do you stand for them? Can you do that in honesty? Every single day is a day for sustaining the morals, even alone. It is all about sticking to that. Can you do it? Can you hold gratitude, love for the world? Because when you do, you can see both the good, the beautiful, and the evil and ugly. And you can truly allow yourself to stand strong against the tidal waves of, what should we call it? It is almost like an infection, really. And you see it everywhere. Don't come here tell me you haven't. It has begun. It really is about standing strong to morality now. Listen to what the divine has to say to you. Listen consciously here. In the silence. What is your silence telling you? Do you want to attack me? Do you want to blame yourself? Do you want to work upon yourself so that you do not do any of them? Do you wish to master yourself and do good in the world by being a healer? That is when you have the support of the higher hierarchy. That is when you know you have someone behind you that truly wishes good for both humanity and you. But you must You are under their jurisdiction, and hence you must follow their rules. You should follow their rules, or else you will go outside. Then they can't vouch for you. Then you can't vouch for yourself. But with honesty, heart, soul and spirit, you will truly cultivate warmth and an insight to the world. I just felt I had to make this video today. Not quite sure why, but I just feel that there are some people that just are so comfortable with all of this, comfortable in living such lifestyles. Just be aware of them is what I mean to say. And stick to your morals. Stick to the 10 commitments. And that is just the first step. Then we cultivate justice, judgment, courage, prudence, faith, love, and hope. But love is not willy-nilly, ignorant and naive love. Love is also harsh, I'll tell you. But love is not harsh as in brutal or cruel. It is when you have gone past what you need to learn through karma, through whatever you need to learn. You look back and think, yeah, I've gained something from that. And that you do every time. We always go through these wonderful, wonderful different experiences in life. And it is all about seeing the worth and value and love in it. And that is how we shape our being. We are always affected by different types of impulses to rip on others or rip on ourselves, but that is not you. It literally is not you. You, as an ego, I am, is divine, and it would never wish to degrade another human being. So, I will leave you with this today. May Father, Holy Spirit, Christ, Michael, higher hierarchy, all the ancient initiates of old, ancestors from every incarnation, bless, protect, guide, and love you on your amazing, beautiful path to cultivating further and to become more and more closer to the Christ, the ideal human being. Love you all. Goodbye.